Welcome to Qi Men Dun Jia. This is Dougles Chan. Today's topic we are talking about is how to read a Bazi chart using Qi Men Dun Jia. So today we have this case study, and we are now at the 11th of November 2020. We are looking at this person's chart at was born in 1971, November 19, 4 a.m. So before we even talk about reading a Bazi chart, that's very important is that the Bazi timing itself will determine the differences whether the chart is going to be different. So if you plot the wrong timing, then apparently because of that, you will have a different output of the information from the chart. So bearing in mind that the timing of the chart is not basing on the birth time of your zone. We need to do some adjustment on the timing, because if you are born in different places, you have to do some adjustment in terms of timing. So the timing, I repeat, is not based on the timing that you are born in your zone, in your country. So there is a need to do some adjustment. Alright, so let's go on to the topic related to how to read a Bazi chart using Qi Men Dun Jia. Many people do not know that Qi Men Dun Jia can actually read a Bazi chart, and let me share with you some of the insights and details of how to read a Bazi chart using Qi Men Dun Jia. Alright, so going down to the nitty-gritty of this chart, where this person is Wu. Okay, we always look at the day stamp. This is the person's main character. Okay, so from this Wu itself, we are looking at where is this person's Wu. We are looking at the box of Wu. So in the box number 3, we have 3 identification whereby Baihu, Sangmen, and Impulse, Tianchong. So this is the main character of the person. We'll go step by step in terms of how we decipher the information. So Baihu, which call it the white tiger, is a person who is actually can be very fierce if you were to step on their toes, which means that the person usually is an okay person, but if you were to step the person on his back or her back, then apparently he can be very fierce and will bite you if you were to step on the person's tail. And of course, being impulsive, the person can make decisions very fast, and apparently because he do things very fast and do things very rush, sometimes they don't really take into consideration on what will happen. So let's say if you have this character of this impulsiveness, you know that you are impulsiveness. So sometimes when you want to make some decision, it should be you need to wait for a few more days, maybe a few more weeks. So before you even make any decision, just relax, put this on hold, KIV first, and then from there you go back to the same issue and look at the problem. That means you don't make impulsive decision. That means subconsciously you already know that you are an impulsive person, but because of that, you will be able to manage your situation much better. Alright, so what is the general definition of a person who is a Wu? I mean, this is very general. Of course, there are a lot of people who are Wu, but as a whole, a person that is with a Wu is more or less quite well off. They are able to attract more wealth. They are able to bring money on the table for themselves. Of course, this is generally as a whole. We also need to look at the specific details. Let's say if the person is able to generate more wealth for themselves, but if they are impulsive, that means they might spend money very easily. They might make decisions, and because of that, they lose money. You see, so the exact character on the box number 3 itself actually negates the general character of Wu, which is able to bring health. So in the nitty-gritty of the character box number 3, these are the elements that we need to look at, where we see that this is the specific character of that particular person, and how are we able to make the best of what we know, and then from there we make it better for our life. You know, this is how we see the character. So a few other things that I need to highlight is that this particular whole chart itself is a full yin chart. Fuyin. Full yin chart, meaning that the person generally, he or she has their own principle. They are very, very much stubborn in that aspect, and when you want to convince them of a certain things, you will not be able to convince them. To be honest, you will not be able to convince them. Even the Wu itself, this Wu, is also a stubbornness character. So with a full yin chart within the Wu character, that means that this person is a multiple of at least 3 to 5 times of stubbornness compared to a normal person. So don't waste your time trying to convince the person. The person will convince themselves when time is right. They will have to hit the wall, they have to lose money, they have to, you know, go into the danger zone, and then from there they will be able to, based on that, to self-understand and self-realization that they have made a mistake. So do not even make any attempt to convince people who are already in this full yin chart. That means they are very, very stubborn. I mean, of course, if you say positively, they are, you know, they have their own principle, right? So which career can we go for this kind of person? Okay, let's look at the chart number, box number 3 itself, and this is a wood. Box number 3 is wood. So which career this person should be going for? Okay, so in this aspect, if we are looking for, ideally the person should be going for industry that has wood. Okay, wood industry generally is like doctors, medical, healthcare, and publishing industry related to furnitures, you know, all these general things related to wood. But of course, that is not cast in stone. We also have to see what other industry that may be able to help him. So wood itself, we are looking at water over here. This box number 1 is water. So water actually produce wood, right? So we also can look at water related job. So what are the water related jobs that we can do? Things like, for example, marine industry, fisherman, transportation, courier, dry cleaning, cleaning services, housemaid, mineral waters, and transportation, you know, all this related to water. So in this aspect itself, you can go for industry that has wood, and you can go for industry that is water. So in these 2 aspects, you should be able to bring a lot of income for yourself. Remember that this person is a Wu. So basing on these 2 group of career in water and wood, he should be able to bring a lot of wealth for himself. Alright, of course there are many other things I can decipher from this QimenDunjia chart basing on the Bazi, but due to time constraint, this is some of the things I can share with you. Alright, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you around. Bye bye.